Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh, wow. Okay. I haven't done this in a while. Sorry. I was just studying, and a lot of you on my YouTube channel are going to learn this. By the way, this is going to be recorded and put on YouTube for those who miss it. My eyes are blue in this one. Oh. It's just a filter. Just didn't feel like dressing up or anything. And also, it's not about the person. It's about the message. So a lot of you, I'm getting this clairsentience message for someone. My eyes are blue in this one. I always wanted to have blue eyes, but oh, look at that. I can do that with filter. Oh, back to my eyes. Okay, great. So yeah, there's a message about feeling, felt. A lot of you, thank you so much, guys, for all your support, your gifts, your likes, your comments. Everything is really beautiful. I really appreciate it. Okay, make sure that you're looking at the description below. This is going to be in the YouTube channel. Okay, it's going to be posted there. Also, I'm just live because I don't have that much space, because I am recording new video. I already recorded some editing new video that's going to be posted on the YouTube channel very soon. So I was like, okay, I'll just do a live, because this message is just, and you know when you open that frequency of like you're available for channeling, like for especially those who like are seers and stuff like that, and now you just can't turn it off, and it's kind of like, yeah, that's normal. It's you're part of the collective liberation. So a lot of you clairsentient. So this is why it's not for everybody. You're gonna know this is you, okay? This is your message, your channel message, and I wasn't expected to do this. Like I said, I was studying, okay? So I'll just be here until my kiddos are here, so then I'll be off, okay? So we are going to, because yeah, I was studying, I was doing this thing. Same thing would happen with the podcast 97. If you want to check it out, it's like I was studying and doing thing, and it's like I could not, all I can think of is like what's going with Gaza, what's going on with Palestine. Like I cannot, it's really hard to shut it off, right? Because we know that this justice energy is felt. It's an energy, right? So clairsentience, you understand the energy of justice, truth, and clarity clearly as day. Not that it was easy for you to like, oh yeah, I completely understand. No, it takes time, a lot of tribulation, a lot of trauma experience, either bonding or non-bonding, whatever, you know. Anyways, I do explain this a little bit better, because I receive this past few days the biggest channel message. It was so long, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm still editing this thing. So this is why it's been taking me a while as well. But also, I'm on Telegram. So if you look at my Telegram, you're gonna see all kinds of evidence and facts. And for all of you to stay, you're gonna see all kinds of evidence and facts. And for all of you to stay in. Okay, hopefully you're not lose me too long. That was a call, could be a confirmation, but also I have a little bit of time, so let's try to get this message as fast as we can, and then I'll go back to study. But be with my kids and stuff. It's not simple. So a lot of you are doing multiple things, you're multitasking. Clairsentience, you have the ability to balance a lot of things, especially your feelings, your emotion. You know that you can go overboard or overwhelmed if you're not paying attention to your emotions. This is why a lot of you distance yourself, from other people, places, or things. A lot of you drink water. There's something about water, like water could be significant for a lot of you. Also, it's a privilege to have water, right? Because there's some people who are being starved, have no food or water or electricity. There's a siege that needs to be broken. A lot of us, our priority is to end genocide, right? So this is another thing. Is like, it's so hard for me to do channeling and stuff like that when all I can think of is like, there's people starving in the world. There's people like dealing with stuff that we will never imagine that we will ever survive. But these people are surviving intense genocide, and also dealing with the fact emotionally and spiritually, dealing with the fact that in the media and all that stuff, they're lying about this. They're justifying these people being ethnic cleansed and murder, right? So a lot of us were like, wait, we're going towards that energy, the sentience, right? You understand how it is good to shift to a normal, not normal because it's not normal, but you're like, wait, I need to be comfortable with the uncomfortable to try to stop something that is unjust, right? Because it's not helping me in every type of a way. You feel sick, you feel some type of way. You cannot be in sort of like normalcy. It's not a thing for you. Like, this is like, you know, it's not normal. You know that it's not right, that a lot of people are just ignorant and silent and not understanding that we are literally watching live genocide. If you just got here, you don't understand what the hell is going on, and everybody's talking about Palestine and blah, blah, blah. You should be doing this as well. Everyone should. The more people we're in this, the more faster this can happen. At the end of apartheid, the end of genocide, a ceasefire, they stop bombing them. They're constantly bombing them. And then when we call them out, they justify and said that you're anti-Semitic. Why? Because you're calling out the truth. You're bringing in the justice. Justice is not just like what you see in fact, you feel it. And if you're not feeling it, this is their work that they're doing. They're trying to create a way for a lot of you to not feel empathy. Why would you not care? Because those kids, what? Because they're not white? Is that it? This is what the racist demonic energy that a lot of us who are in the real spiritual, like a lot of you, like we're not sugarcoating in tarot and stuff like that. Like, I'm going to tell you the way it is. Because that's what's going on in the background, which affect everyone individually or collectively or any possible way. A lot of you, it affects our finances, it affects our health, it affects everything. So we are not separated. We are all connected. So trying to separate yourself from that. So a lot of you clairsentients, you understand this. So a lot of you call like empath, you're the black sheep, you're the one that struggles with a lot of things. And some of you don't get the sorry or forgiveness or redemption. You're just like, okay, I'm just gonna heal and deal with it. And you have learned to transmute and alchemize a lot of fucked up shit. And also there's this energy where there's people who want you to continue not to call them out or not to hold them accountable when they abuse you, or when you stand up for yourself, when you're able to speak up and say, no, this is enough. I'm not dealing with this anymore, or something like that. So a lot of you, you're doing it with grace, or maybe not as, people maybe are expecting you to like explode or retaliate or something like that. But a lot of you, you're taking this with like a grain of salt or something like that. And this is what the energy feels like. Okay. So that was the update of that. So clairsentience. So I'm going to look into, I was sure there was an intense message. And now because it's already said, that's what it is. So, so a lot of you, the message I'm going to post a part 1 and part 2 about this certain energy where you guys, Empress or clairsentience, for a lot of you, if you're feeling some type of way like that, Father God is asking to choose yourself, okay? And be careful. You need to choose wisely. There's a lot of snakes and a lot of parasite and cancer energy in your field, okay? So a lot of you clairsentients, this is like for confirmation for a lot of you, because you've been feeling some type of way, but you just like, you can't pinpoint it. You just like, I know there's something odd, but I can't like, you don't have like the facts, right? Like people, you're hearing people gaslighting, like, oh, it's in your mind. You don't know what you're talking about. It's nothing, and it actually, it's like a lot of you remembering a lot of things. There's a lot of people energy that they're operating that you're just like, I don't know why, but there's something off. Like something about someone without even like really knowing them, but you're energetically, you feel like, wait, what? Like, that's not my, what do I, like, it's what it is. You're catching on the truth and reality of a person, and you're able to discern this. It's not a thing or fantasy or like something that you made up or your body's made up. No, we are all very intuitive. It's just us. It depends on where we are tapping into or where God wants us to tap into. Because a lot of you, when you accomplish a lot of things, you're obedient and you do the thing that you're supposed to be doing, especially you go and you're missing, you're in your north node, and you're in the healing energy, your frequency rises and you help frequency not only the protection, but the people and stuff like that. So yeah, you are valuable. Okay. And I'm not saying that like you're better than everyone. It's just like in a humblest way that can possibly be said. You learned the lessons and you decided, I'm not going to do those things, or I'm not going to be like those people. And because you energetically in every possible way, you feel it, when someone is shitty or it's in a sneaky energy or lying or whatever, and it exactly. Yeah, this is energy of going within. Yeah. So there's this energy that you are versatile. You're able to see also through the corruption and lies, right? And you also understand. And for all those of you, if you're not there yet, you will be. do the work, right? The shadow work, the colonization, all the people are just like, they want to skip steps. They want to get to the high consciousness awakening and stuff like that. Like, if you're not calling a fucking genocide and you're silent for the past 19 months about this, please understand there's a reason why you're in a karmic energy and you're staying a low vibration. It's because you have a lot to learn. Grab a book, educate yourself, fuck the system and fuck the propaganda, because we need equality, we need justice, and we need balance, and we need to end the genocide. Not just Palestine, there's Congo and Sudan. If you're not in that energy, you can't be all spiritual awakening and or sacrificing anything, your job, your platform, anything to stop this, right? If you have nothing to lose and you haven't lost anything and you haven't speaking about, you're not there yet. This is spiritual consciousness. This is awakening. This is Christ consciousness. A lot of you're trying to get into this space and think that you're the narcissist ego, right? Like, a lot of you, it's so hard to kill the ego, right? And I'm not saying completely like end it, because sometimes the ego is necessary for certain survival things, but you're not you're not in the same situation as other people who are literally being killed and murdered in our faces, and they're justified in the media and calling us liars that we're seeing the truth, and they're getting mad that we're exposing the truth and then criminalizing the truth, and really psychotic gaslighting energy, right? So that's also, when you are aware of that, when you're awake and you're going through the ego, then you're like, oh, fuck, you humble yourself, like, yo, what the hell can I do to, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in that energy yet, but also you can do your own thing, your own, in your work or community. Some of you don't have toxic jobs and you don't have toxic work where they're like, no, they're not okay also with genocide, and they support you, they're there for you and stuff like that. A lot of you also clairsentience, you feel it. You have some people who support you in person or whatever, but in the background, not really, right? These are people who watch you on social media and stuff like that. They don't like your comment, they don't comment, they don't do any of those things. These are the people that, this is for a specific of you who actually have platforms that are doing things with your platforms, and awesome, okay? This is for you. But this is for all of you, if you're not in social media, you're not doing anything, and you just like expecting people to like, okay, what do you bring to the table, right? Why are you have morals, integrity, and are you operating in honesty, justice? Do you want a world where everybody's equal? Like, that's the energy. Confirmation. Tika. Yeah. A lot of you accepting and being comfortable and ignorant of capitalism, and okay with like injustices happening all over the world, but because it doesn't affect you, then that is itself selfish, and it is karmic energy. And it's that energy that a lot of you just want to stay comfortable, and you want to be the healing, or you want to portray or pretend that you're doing this, but you also like, what are you doing for your community, for other people, your neighbor or something like that? Like, you know, are you like, what is it that, you know, so how do you nurture in your empathy? That's the energy of clairsentience. You guys have mastered this. You're mastering this, or nobody's ever mastered or healed or everything like that, because we always have to keep that learning mindset. So a lot of you clairsentience, you're learning this. You're, oh my God, alchemizing, transmuting this energy. Okay, I'm going to talk with some creatives. So I'm going to use this deck, and the other deck is going to be for the logical thinking mind. So some of you clairsentience, use your gifts and your talents. They are needed. Okay, some of you are natural healers, you're natural mothers. Even if you're not a mother or father, you're very naturally giving and nurturing person. Okay, this is upsetting some people, and that is not your, exactly, you're in that patience, earth angel energy. Continue focusing on that. But also a lot of you, I'm speaking to those who are exposing psychopath and behavior and shit like that, and exposing government and whatever situation, lies, distraction and bullshit like that, and you support Palestine, and you're doing something for Congo and your community. Like, you're doing something that a lot of people don't feel like doing, or they don't want people to know that they're doing it because they have something to lose or something like that. So a lot of you, a lot of people are afraid of like losing your job and stuff like that. But when you think about it, it's like, man, the life of, those people, isn't it more important than my own pity shitty job that I can get a job anywhere? So a lot of you, that is a karmic energy when you value money more than the lives of other people. I know this is a hard truth and a hard tea that a lot of people don't want to like digest, and that's okay. That's why alchemists, decolonization, I've been working on this. So this is something that we have to recognize and see as well, right? A lot of you consentience you also have, and you're feeling it. This is your confirmation. And I've been feeling that energy too. So I'm just letting you know. There is energy of copywriting. There is theft of identity that is happening as well. Okay. You need to search and block and have your community to, you know, block those energies, send you screenshots. Like, you have to do that because there's someone who really wants to be you, but they can never be on your shoes because you are like made for whatever mission and goal that this is it. And it's normal. You need to understand that it's normal that people want to like, they idolize you, put in a pedestal, because you hold these core values that a lot of people in this world, they think is a weakness. So you are very empathetic, you care about other people, you are there for others, you're honest and you're loyal, and you're not in this also, I talk about that, it's gonna be posted, this is why it's taking me forever, the cheating energy. The cheating is, he kept saying today, a couple of days ago, he didn't say it, cheating is abuse. Okay, so consentience, you know when someone's cheating on you. You just know. And you know when someone's cheating on someone. And then that too, a lot of you, you're loyal to like, you're like, okay, wait, I have to, like, morally, I cannot like expose this person, even though I know I have to have facts and stuff like that. But your own facts is, it literally is spirit allowing you to know, like, to feel the energy and stuff like that. So, but it's still, it's good to confirm that, because you could be wrong, you know, we're not, you know, especially the enemy is a little on the details, right? So, this is why it's important to understand yourself and have that connection with Father God. So he will confirm it multiple times, okay? And eventually he'll tell you, don't say anything because I will expose it no matter what. But sometimes he will ask you to say those things. And this is why a lot of you ask other people, like, okay, should I tell that this person is cheating on them? Should I? Because she's my friend. Like, a lot of you're in that energy, right? If you're feeling that intuition and it happens multiple times, that is spirit letting you know that you're supposed to help, because this cheating is abuse. Okay, no matter how people like, oh, it's a mistake, you learn for like blah blah blah. I don't know, for me, cheating is like, you consciously know that you're going to hurt someone, so you still do it. So that, for like, that's why, like, I can't, yeah, anyways, I don't know why I'm saying this, and there's a reason why I'm saying it. So anyways, consentience, what's the feeling, why you need to know about? Okay, so work, something about work. So you're worried about this, or a lot of you, it could be someone like worry about what you do for work. Yes, like you work for God and that's about it, or you have something that is valuable that a lot of people are gonna end up like needing. Like, for example, there's going to be a need of a lot of caregivers in the future, because there's a lot of people who there's an old age situation, especially in Canada and stuff like that. Yeah. So a lot of you, recognition, like, so a lot of you worry about your recognition or people recognizing you. That is a toxic, low karmic energy. So watch out for that. You don't need validation. If you have like validation from God and the people that love you, that care for you, that matter, you don't need anybody else validation. You don't need anybody else toxic, or, you know what I'm saying? But valuable soul, of course, because it's like whatever you touch, it just flourishes. It just brings abundance, health, and it brings protection for people. So yeah, a lot of people, maybe for some of you has been hidden, or this is something like a lot of you, they call you introverted, you keep it to yourself, but you're very creative, you're versatile, you do multiple things, computer. See, a lot about water, I say about water. And then today I had to like spirits like, cup of water, and I usually read with fire, because fire destroys any energy. But today, even he says like water can either drown or can refresh someone, or can, you know. So it's something about water. Okay, a lot of you could be writers or editors or designers online or something like that, phone savvies, influencer, but the good kind. There's the fake ass influencers that shame on you. Okay. Especially like they give that, like, you know that they're selling their soul, like you see it, like, really, you're supporting that shit, that psychopath energy? Free Palestine, like, great, viva la resistencia, like, what the fuck? Like, a lot of you, you're like, yeah, no. So this is another energy where a lot of you is like, you either stand up for the oppressed or you get the fuck out of the way. So a lot of you for the oppressed, or you get the fuck out of the way. So a lot of you I gotta go, guys.